Hey YouTube, what is going on? It is Jax here back with another video, and it's been quite a while. Not gonna lie, like 2 weeks off almost. I did not expect it to be this long, but I've had a little bit going on in real life that's been taking a while, and I wanted to focus on that. Getting ready to start up school again in a few weeks, so preparing for that. But today we are going to be back playing some P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam. It's been such a long time. I have not played classic P.E.K.K.A. Oh gosh, for most of the last month. I've been playing Goblin Drill Bridgespam. I've been playing this Mega Knight deck that I'll probably be doing a video on soon. As you can see, I was on CWA with it. I've been playing a couple others. I've been playing these decks a little bit, but mostly Drill Bridgespam. That deck has been really fun, and I just really like its spot in the meta. But today, I seriously pushed for the first time with P.E.K.K.A in a little while. I'm about 6,800 trophies right now. So we're going to go over the replays, and this is a series that I'm going to be doing for most of the season. Every time I do like a serious push, then with a Bridgespam deck, I will be sitting down and recording the replays just so that we can get the best educational experience out of it. I'll probably be doing other decks, maybe some other, less popular Bridgespam decks or something like that for fun on ladder, and do the live games as well as Subs vs. Jax 2. I'm going to be re-recording that. If you were in Subs vs. Jax, again, I've already asked this, but I forgot. If you could please reach out to me, Subs vs. Jax 2, that never got made it out. I actually recorded and the audio file got corrupted. So if you were in Subs vs. Jax 2 that has not been released, please reach out to me. I will make sure you guys get into the clan, and if I don't hear anything from you guys in the next couple of days, I'm just going to re-roll, and if you reach out, then I'll try and get you into the next Subs vs. Jax. I want to be fair about it. You guys got in fair and square there, and I don't want to just be like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. So we'll go ahead and pause there, and not pause the replay, but we'll pause on the other stuff there, because this was the first really important play of the game. I have a surviving ghost, and he's already played his Ice Golem and most of his Dark Prince, so I thought his deck, he was going to be really low on Elixir, and I also knew that his cycle was going to be awkward, so he's not really low on Elixir, because he played a 3M, but his cycle was going to be pretty awkward. So he goes in for the 3M, and I'm able to Fireball Zap with the Bandit Ghost, and we take his whole tower down to 61 HP, and we keep ours at about 1,000. If I had played my Ghost even better, I could have kept it over 2,000, and that is a really good start to the game here. He goes in for a Bar Barrel to counter my Ghost. I go in for Magic Archer just to ensure we take the tower. I don't want to spend any Elixir on that, because the Zap can be really important in this matchup against the 3M. You need to be able to Fireball Zap the 3M sometimes. So we've given up about 2,000 damage, but he doesn't really have any way to break through my Bandit. So even though I'm down Elixir, it's perfectly fine. This Dark Prince is just going to go and charge to its death, and we are going to go ahead and get the +1 trade, getting us just a little bit closer to that even Elixir threshold. So we again go in for a Zap on this Fisherman once it's timed, so that the Bandit will get a dash and do as much damage as possible. I know I'm not going to be able to kill it, but I want to get the damage done. Go for a Fireball on top of the 2M towards the right, and then prepare for a defense. And I was like, okay, maybe I can defend this, but I thought the Ghost was going to kill the Heal Spirit, and it did not, and we just got completely Shrek'd there. So I go in for a Zap just to reset the Dark Prince charge, and then I go for my Bandit. I went for the Zap first because I wanted to make sure that the Dark Prince was not going to end up going crazy and my Bandit not dashing. Just going in for the Zap means the Musketeers aren't going to be able to help, plus the Dark Prince is going to be slower and give me more time to react and get a good Bandit dash off. So he goes for a Fisherman to counter it, and in this matchup now, 1-to-1 situation, I'm going to be playing a bunch of Magic Archers behind my King Tower. The Magic Archer is going to be a really big key to this matchup, as he doesn't have anything to really counter it. So he goes for some piggies. We go for a low P.E.K.K.A. I zap away the 2M over on the other side. Magic Archer piercing through everything, making the pigs one shot by my P.E.K.K.A. Pro tip is that if the pigs are not damaged, then the P.E.K.K.A. leaves them with just a sliver of HP, so having a Magic Archer around to help is very valuable. He goes for 3M, and that's only one. It costs him 9 Elixir for basically one Musketeer into the lane he's aiming for. So I waited for him to Fisherman, then I go in for the Fireball on the 2M. We get a Balram connection, and we're back in the damage lead. And all I have to do to defend this is reset with another Magic Archer. My first Magic Archer is still alive, getting me so much value, and now it finally dies, but I have another one. We were prepared. So I don't go for a P.E.K.K.A immediately. I go in for my Royal Ghost, and I go in for the Bandit as well, and that is going to be a nice defense again. We have a really fat counter push, and I let the Bandit and the Royal Ghost go, and I go for a P.E.K.K.A in front of the Magic Archer, kind of trapping the Magic Archer. I didn't want to go for the P.E.K.K.A too high. I want my Magic Archer to be right there in support. So he goes in for some Zappies. I go in for a Fireball on top of the 2 Zappies. I whiff, and I only hit 1 Zappy, but our Battle Ram disconnect. I go in for kind of a bad Bandit here. I overcommitted a little bit too much because I missed all those Zappies. I should have tried to be more passive, but in the end, it's not not even really going to matter because he doesn't go in for Royal Hogs to punish me here. I played the Ghost early just so that I'd have something down for the Dark Prince, and the Ghost could help out against Royal Hogs if he went in for the after. I just go in for another Magic Archer in the back. He has no response to this play. I have to be doing it. Cycle the Battle Ram to start up a push, threatening him a little bit while also being able to defend. I bleed a little bit of Elixir here, waiting for a good Fireball. We get the good Fireball, Magic Archer pierces both of them. Battle Ram is undamaged, and he's going to have to counter that, and he fails to counter it. Battle Ram connects again. We just wait for the Musketeer to lock on the King Tower. We go ahead and play our Ghost. Magic Archer putting in work. Let's get another Magic Archer down. We're going ahead, and we're just absolutely shredding him. This is death by severe Magic Archer trauma. Nice Fireball zap on all the 3 of them except one, but my Ghost is going to take care of it. Ghost in the pocket to kind of slip up his defense here. I go in for an E-Wiz to save my Magic Archers, and then I go in for, we had 3 Magic Archers on the map just for a second. Magic Archer 1 gets a shot on tower, but Dark Prince double hit, so I have to be very careful. I go in to zap the Zappies. Fast reflexes there allow me to save the Magic Archers. Magic Archers get actually a bunch of value on top of the Zappies. Fireball, Ghost is going to take care of all the pigs, and we walk away with a very nice win for the first one. One more Magic Archer shot just to put a little more salt in the wound to make sure that I get on with my day a little bit quicker. We all know tiebreakers, sometimes you just do as much damage as you can, if it's possible, so that you can get out of that tiebreaker, because sometimes it does take a while. So that was a really clean first game against 3 Musketeers. Our next game is going to be against Golem E-Drag. Oh, no, it's not. My bad. Next game is going to be against Ben 2 here, using this Goblin Hut Cannon Cart Ebarbs deck. Kind of a difficult matchup, but we were able to finesse him pretty hard with some good plays here. So he goes in for a Cannon Cart in the back to start off the game. I go in for a Magic Archer. I don't want to play, I forget if it was my Ghost or Ben in hand. I don't want to play them though, just because if I do, then he might be able to go easily something in front of the Cannon Cart, in this case Ebarbs, and overwhelm me really quickly. So I go in for a nice P.E.K.K.A here to protect the Magic Archer. I don't know why he didn't Fireball the Magic Archer immediately, but he did not, and so that was the choice he made. Magic Archer locks onto the Furnace through the Fire Spirit, and then it's going to go ahead and lock on again, getting 2 hits before the Ebarbs come down. And then here, oops, I didn't mean to hit double speed. I went to pause it. Here, he just wasted his Ebarbs. I don't have to worry about that Ebarb. My P.E.K.K.A killed it all. You can see we have a nice Elixir advantage, and that Furnace is not going to do much. And I was guessing based on his deck, he had Spawners, Ebarbs, Cannon Cart, which means he's not going to have much ground left. So we go in for a nice Royal Ghost Bandit here. He doesn't have anything in cycle really for it. He goes Baby Dragon, and he has to go for a really crazy Fireball. We get 1,000 damage, and we get such a good Elixir lead off of that. Look at this Elixir lead that we have. Going for an E-Wiz to save, kill the Baby Dragon, Battle Ram to save the E-Wiz as much HP as possible. He goes for a really nice log here, and just goes ahead and finishes off the Battle Ram as well as hitting some of the barbs. But I go in for a really nice Fireball here, reaction time, so that I can kill the Mother Witch and the Piggy coming from our barb. And all we have to deal with is one Piggy. And I still have, I'm not down too much Elixir. I was able to cash in on that big Elixir lead that we had. Now his tower's at 1,230 HP. So even though he has spawners, I go in for a Royal Ghost knowing that his cycle's probably going to be awkward and that he's going to play a Cannon Cart. He had Ebarbs in hand, but he'd want to go for the Cannon Cart just because it costs a little less and it could offer some really nice counter push. However, I had an intention here. I wanted to kill that Cannon Cart because it could be really annoying. So I go Ghost, and then I go in for a Zap as well on top of the Ghost, or on top of the Cannon Cart, and he's not able to get anything. For an even trade, we get 70 tower damage and don't have to worry about the Cannon Cart. That's a good trade for me. So he's going to go in for a Furnace in just a moment here. And I go in and I'm going to wait until about 10 Elixir just so that I can like keep my Bandit as healthy as possible. I don't want to play her too early. Go in for the Bandit. She's going to go ahead and dash onto the Cannon Cart shell. Cannon Cart does not hit her. Fire Spirit also whiffs. And this guy is just like, what the heck? I couldn't react. Bandit is overpowered. And we get the tower. So I wait for a little bit. What I intended to do here was get the Magic Archer so that it would kill the first Fire Spirit, and then would also go ahead and shoot through and hit the Goblin Hut on the second Spear Goblin, because the Goblin Hut's a little bit far away. So here I go in for a Battle Ram in the back because I wanted to Fireball, but I couldn't Fireball immediately. So I go for the Battle Ram and quickly go for the Fireball. And this could be a little bit sketchy, but Battle Ram is really good on defense. So Cannon Cart's going to get knocked off its wheels. I go in for a P.E.K.K.A and we're chilling. The two Barbarians putting in a lot of work for my Battle Ram. And while the P.E.K.K.A goes in and kills everything, that's the big Ebarbs. The Ebarbs are really hard to kill sometimes. So he goes in for a really nice Fireball to kill the Magic Archer. However, just a quick E-Wiz is all it's going to take for me to go ahead and kill this Cannon Cart. Somehow the Cannon Cart doesn't even lock onto my tower here. And even if it did, I was prepared for the Fireball. No way he's breaking through in time. Kind of a little bit of a mistake in defense right there. I don't think I needed that Bandit to tank. I should have gone in for the E-Wiz pretty quickly and used the Bandit on the Cannon Cart after. But we were able to walk away with a win. Not even much damage taken for how badly I played my defense, but our offense and the first half of the game was so good right there. So, going into the third game here against Indian Boy 23 from Space Station, he was playing some Golem E-Drag, and oh my gosh, he Golem first played me. So let's go ahead and just fast forward a little bit. I say wow, I thought I knew this guy, I'm not sure though. He goes in for the Golem. I hit him with the P.E.K.K.A. The game is underway. And this is kind of an awkward cycle because I don't have my Fireball yet, but I know if he goes for a Night Witch, I can play a Ghost and then Fireball. And the Night Witch dies to one Ghost hit plus the Fireball, and then I could zap the bats, making for a pretty routine defense, but it never goes as planned with Golem first play. So he's going to go in for an E-Drag. I go in for my Ghost off to the side. We're going to enact Plan A, and Plan A works pretty well. I can zap, and then I'm trying to make sure I don't have to play an E-Wiz here. It'd be nice if I don't have to, but the Ghost and the P.E.K.K.A. walk too close to the tower. Now I got an E-Wiz, and we took 1,300 damage right there. And not only that, but he has an elixir lead, and I had no counter push. That was about not worst case scenario. I could have had no P.E.K.K.A. and just lost my tower there. But that was a pretty bad scenario for us right there. We really need to make sure we were at least doing something on the counter push if we're going to take that much damage, and we got like no damage. So not the way you want to start off the game. And we are looking really bad because he has E-Drag Tornado. This matchup is horrible. This is definitely, I would say, like 80-20 in favor of the Golem player. Maybe a little bit less, but like Cage, Dark Prince, Bomber, and Night Witch for ground, E-Drag, Baby Dragon, Tornado for air. That's impossible, man. There's no way to defend because they just play both of their air units, spread them out from the Fireball, and then go in, and well, you're screwed because all your support dies to a NATO, Baby Dragon, E-Drag, and on the ground you have no way of attacking because they have a Dark Prince, they have a Night Witch, they have a Goblin Cage, and a Bomber. So I go for an E-Wiz into the left lane just so that I don't give him counter push on once the E-Wiz survives into my right lane. I would love it if we could start splitting up the towers so that I could constantly pressure him and he wouldn't be able to get off a Golem. Unfortunately, that was not how it worked. He had a Cage back in cycle, and I completely just forgot about that. So not obviously the best way to go. We're not going to have our Ghost to Ghost Fireball the Night Witch. This is looking pretty scary. I think I can pop. I was thinking I could get away with the defense here. I go in for the Bandit just for a little bit of extra DPS on the Golem. It wouldn't be worth it for her to go opposite lane at the moment. I go in for a Fireball, and he's going to just double Dragon NATO my support. I got to go in for a... I can't really play anything here. I go for a Ghost in the opposite lane. I go for a Battle Ram to start kiting away the Night Witch. I go in for a Bandit. We get her to charge. Look at how close my timings have been with the Bandit to Dark Prince charging. That was unexpected. I didn't know I could do that. We go for an E-Wiz, and we manage to reset, and we defend that push for not much damage. And honestly, we're not even in that bad of a situation. We force out a Cage, and we have to go in for a Magic Archer, which is bad because now look at how much elixir he's up. But I go in for the Ghost, and I go in... I don't actually go in for a Battle Ram quite yet, I don't think. I'm actually like, okay, I have some units now. Let's set up for a defense. I don't want to go ahead and just throw the game. He spends 7 elixir activating the King Tower and playing the Baby Dragon. We get some nice damage back in return. So, however, this is going to be a really scary push. Going for a bad Bandit. That was supposed to be able to charge immediately the Bomber, but he also predicts. And now he's got a mammoth push. I cannot kill this E-Drag really easily. Bandit gets a dash on tower. Thankfully, the P.E.K.K.A. gets a smack onto the Dark Prince. I can go in for an E-Wiz here. We kill the E-Drag. We take a bunch of damage, though, and we're looking really bad now. That was kind of like my do or die. I needed to do more damage, and I did not. And so I was thinking, okay, the game's probably about over at this point. We go in for a P.E.K.K.A. preempting the Golem. I need to have that P.E.K.K.A. down so I can start DPSing the Golem. He goes opposite lane with the Golem. I was confused by that play, if I'm being honest, because... honestly, he could have just Golemed in front and played a Night Witch, and all of my support would have been dead, and he would have had like a bunch of stacked units going towards my weak tower. Instead, he just kind of has to let this Golem go and sacrifice his Dark Prince and E-Drag. They're not getting as much value as they could have. We're back to another P.E.K.K.A. We're gonna go for a Battle Ram in the back, set up the push, and this is gonna have to be it. So now we have a bunch of units coming down. We have a Ghost, E-Wiz, Magic Archer all in one lane. We're able to go for a P.E.K.K.A. in front. We're able to go in for a Magic Archer in the middle, and now we're gonna try and get in on the top of the Baby Dragon. He's gonna go for a Nado. He's gonna go for the E-Drag. We need to fireball this E-Drag as fast as we possibly can. Ghost is going to come out and kill the bombers, or the Bomber and the Dark Prince. However, everything died. Everything is dead now. The Magic Archer isn't even helping. We have to go in for an E-Wiz, and we lose the E-Wiz, basically the bat. So I send out the King Laugh. I thought I had lost at this point. I was upset because I really was like, we should have won on that push. So I eat the Baby Dragon. We have the Ghost Magic Archer. There's 20 seconds left. There's no way he could choke this. We go in for a ghost. The ghost is coming in at the bridge. We're gonna go in for a big fireball. Fireball is on. Magic Archer kills the E-Dragon with my zap. Cage is coming down. Magic Archer kills everything, though. We have another Magic Archer on the board. He has not enough elixir for the NATO. The P.E.K.K.A is walking towards the tower and swings as she gets pulled back. We got lucky and we clutched. I BM him a little bit. I think I know this guy, though. So if you're watching the video, Indian boy, I'm very sorry for the BM. I really thought that was kind of scuffed, though. So let's scroll down. I was doing my first 10 GT games. If you guys want to see a GT video on the decks that I think will be good for the GT, even though it'll be a couple days late, make sure to like comment down below, because I can do that on my mini account for a video tomorrow. And then we're gonna go ahead, and I don't know which replay I just clicked on. Okay, we clicked on the GT replay. We're not going to watch that. Let's go down and watch this game against E-golem Miner here. I have to scroll all the way back down. I'm very sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and watch the game against E-golem Miner. He's basically playing Elixir Golem Rage. However, he took out the arrows for the Miner, which in some ways is making it easier, in some ways is making it harder. You can't really abuse the Magic Archer as much as you used to, because Magic Archer used to get you infinite value and they had no way of killing it unless a lucky E-Drag chain happened and they get arrows. However, with the Miner, they can also do that. Oh, actually, he does have the arrows. Whoopsie. I forget what he subbed it out for then. I think it was Heal Spirit. So that just makes the matchup a lot worse when they have the Heal Spirit. He goes in for a Miner, though, and my hand was really awkward, so I just decided, you know what, we're going to P.E.K.K.A that. We're going to P.E.K.K.A that. And at this point, I was, like, seeing the healer, and I recognized this guy. I'm very sorry for the lag in my phone. I don't know why it's lagging so badly. But I recognize this guy as the E-golem player, and so we go in for a Fireball to reset the Inferno Dragon, knowing that my P.E.K.K.A can do work on top of the healer. And he actually sacrifices the E-golem, so giving me the elixir before his healer and Inferno Dragon even cross the bridge. Really bad play on this guy's end. He just completely butchered that. We're able to go in and kite. He's still going in aggressively. I don't know why he's going in so aggressively, even though his push is dead. Magic Archer is just going to put in the work. Battle Ram already is connecting. And this guy is dead. There's nothing he can do really right now. We go in for a ghost at the bridge, and then I P.E.K.K.A since I can do both. We're going to make sure we're taking one in a tower or the other. He's going to go and defend both. We have a ghost P.E.K.K.A Magic Archer on the map, and he's got 8 elixir. There's nothing he can do to defend both of his towers. He decides to go in and defend one, though, and that's a smart move. Ghost is easily going to take off that tower. Magic Archer dies to the Battle Healer, and one more Magic Archer shot, and that Battle Healer would have died to 2 P.E.K.K.A smacks. Again, sacrificing an E-golem here. Healer dies. Now what is he going to be able to do support? He's got 4 elixir in hand. We have plenty. Magic Archer's coming in. He's going to go for a Night Witch, and I waited for a little while to Fireball just so that I could hit the blobs as well as the Night Witch and the E-Drag. There's no point in rushing it because we are not going to lose our tower here. E-Wiz comes down to reset. We take a bunch of damage, however, we're up a bunch of elixir again. Sneak in a Battle Ram in front of the E-Wiz, and then I also go in for a late Bandit in the pocket. He goes for a Miner on top of the E-Wiz, but the Bandit's going to go ahead and kill off the Miner. Actually leaves it with a little HP, but that's now 2 towers gone. And the Magic Archer doing work as well as the Barb tanking for it. So now we just have to make sure we're not getting 3 crowned. Unless we screw up pretty majorly, there's no way he's taking 2 towers here. So he's going to go in for an E-golem. Normally I would P.E.K.K.A the back towards the E-golem, but here I have the utility of the both towers being down, so I'm able to go in and screw around with his units wherever the heck I want. So we go in for a nice P.E.K.K.A. We're going to go ahead and just kill off the Battle Healer here. For the E-Wiz, go in for an E-Wiz here to make sure that we can kill the Inferno Dragon. Miner does go ahead and kill off our Magic Archer, leading to a tower down situation on the left. But now he's got 2 E-golems in stage 2, which is not where he wants to be with all of his support units within death range. So he goes in for a Night Witch in the pocket here. I'm able to Fireball. I was going to Fireball that E-Drag anyway, but we're able to get the extra value, get 8 elixir right off the bat. We go in for a Battle Ram, pressuring his King Tower. He still has to take my second tower before he can even think about 3 crowning me. We keep our Magic Archer alive, and that is 100% GG. He blocks. I King Laugh. Screw E-golem. He says good game. I feel a little bad, but I don't feel too bad. And that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this P.E.K.K.A gameplay. Been doing a really good job with P.E.K.K.A recently on this push. Even though it's early season, I'm not actually insanely high. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like if you enjoyed, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace.